Hello friends, welcome. Today we are going to learn something new. I'll tell you what today's the new is. We are going to learn something about bootable CDs and bootable drives. So in this video you will learn how to make bootable drives and pen drive bootable external device without using any third-party application. So here's the first command. So first open the command, that is cmd. Now it will show you the black screen, the command prompt. So here you type disk part, enter. Now it will ask you to continue or to run this option, administrative privilege, right? So now this part is open. So basically this disk part is a command for using, for making disk partition or to check all the active disk partition which is running on your computer, which is connected on your computer. So now in this disk part we will first check how many disk it's connected to your computer. So the first command is list disk. So here we have only one disk active, which is showing online, and the size of disk is 60 GB. So now let's check for the partition. The same command we are using, but instead of disk we are using partition. Now enter. First of all we have to select the disk because we are entering into this disk. So we are select disk 0 because we having only one disk. So now enter. It's selected now. So now let's enter the second command, list partition. Now it's showing that we have two partitions. First is primary and the second one is also primary, but the partition 1 is the C drive and the partition 2 is D drive. So here, and I think we all know that by default C is the primary, our system reserve drive, which is used to for the booting purpose. So for the demonstration purpose we are going to make D drive bootable. You can say the other drives except C. So now for making bootable, for using other drive as a bootable drive without using any third-party software. So here the first command is, you will select partition 2 because one is already active and one is already selected for the C drive as a booting purpose. So now we are going to select this partition 2. So instead of this, if you're having other drive like flash drive, pen drive or other hard disk, so in this scenario when you enter the list disk, it will show you all the attached disk in this place. So here we have only one disk, so that's why it's showing only one. So after selecting the disk as I selected as a verb, so it will show you all the partition list. Alright, so after that select the partition whatever you want to select as a bootable drive. So here I am selecting partition 2. Now press down the enter. So it's showing that partition 2 is now selected. So this is the second step we are going, and now second partition is selected. So we have to make it bootable for compatible as XP and for 7. So here is the booting command, and now second partition is selected. We have to activate before booting. So, and now again press on the enter. Now it's this part mark the current partition as active. It's showing that. Okay, so let's exit from the disk partition. So the second thing you have to be do is, you have to be copy your all contents to the drive where you want to boot, right? So here all the files are already copied, so you have to be copied. Again go to the command. Now go to the same drive where you have copied all the file. So it's in my E drive, so I'm going to that. So dir for checking all files and folders. So here you will find one boot folder is there, right? So we have to be go inside this. Again for listing all the files. So now here you will find some kinds of files under this boot file, which is the main for the bootings for booting from the CD. So here we are going to make active our partition as a bootable, boot compatible with all drives and with all OS. So now we are typing the command, it's boot set. And if you don't know how to use this boot set, or if you want to more about this command file, just type bootset space hyphen and help. It will show you all the commands which is associated with these files, like NT52. It's compatible with NTDLR, sys and all types of files. NT60 master boot record for your compatible with boot MGR, like Windows Vista, Windows 7s and Windows 8. And sys command basically is used to update the master boot record on your system partition to boot the window. So it's all command like all, it's update all the boot code on all partitions. So force, it's like for dismount the volumes, MBR, update the boot master boot record without changing the partition or table, right? So here we are going to make E drive bootable. So now we have to be type NT60 because we are going to make the drive compatible to Windows Vista 7 and all. So here we have to be type the drive which we want to make bootable. So now press on the enter button. So now it's showing that target volume will be updated with the boot MGR compatible code. So and the second thing it's saying could not be mapped drive partition to the associated volume device subject access. It doesn't matter this error. So now it's boot MGR is updated. So now let's check whether it is updated or not. So I'm going to restart my computer for checking that. So let's wait. So here you can you can see that it's not booting up to the normal mode, so now it's going to the installation mode. So here it's showing the installation mode, so it's showing install now. So let's select that. Okay, so it's showing two mode, 86 and 64. So now I'm selecting the 86 license agreement and the custom. So here it's showing 29 GB and 30 GB partition, which I have on my computer. So this is for the demonstration purpose. I'm not going further for installing Windows 7 again on this computer. So now I am activating the same thing, the C drive as my primary for booting. So for changing back, I'm going to the disk part, list disk, select disk 0, right, list partition, select partition 1, active, exit. So I'm cancelling back this installation file. Now my system going to restart again and going to the normal mode. Now it's not loading the files and all this stuff, so it's going to the normal mode. So this is the small demonstration for making your external drive bootable without using any third-party application. Thank you.